Hey everyone, welcome to the show.
Mm.
Have you ever thought, what if I could just go back and rewrite my love story?
Oh.
Well, that's what Matched with the Doctor is all about.
Mm.
It's this sweet small town romance by Chrissy George.
Okay.
And if you are into second chances and heartwarming reunions,
Yeah.
you're going to want to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives
Yeah.
into really captivating books like this one.
Absolutely.
You can find the links to the book on Amazon
Okay.
in the episode description below.
All right, great.
But okay, so let's dive into Cedar Creek,
Okay.
where high school sweethearts,
Mm.
Colleen and Ben,
Mhm.
find themselves face to face
Oh, wow.
in the most unlikely of places, her gynecologist's office.
Oh, my God.
I gotta say, I was laughing out loud. Within the first few chapters,
Really?
Colleen's inner monologue is hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially when she's trying to process the
Yeah.
fact that her high school sweetheart
Oh.
is now examining her,
I can only imagine.
but beneath the humor.
Yeah,
There's this real sense of vulnerability there.
totally. Yeah. I think Colleen's initial resistance to Ben's return makes total sense. It's not just the awkwardness of the situation, It's the fear of reopening old wounds.
Yeah. Right.
The fear of repeating past heartbreaks. It really speaks to that universal struggle of taking a second chance on love and the courage it takes to be vulnerable again.
You're so right. It's like
Yeah.
she's built up this wall
Yeah,
around her heart,
totally.
and Ben is coming back and threatening to break it down.
Yeah,
But then we see things from Ben's perspective.
right.
And wow, talk about a grand gesture. He moves back to Cedar Creek after all these years, buys the local clinic,
Hmm.
and it's clear he still has feelings for Colleen.
Wow.
Is it too much? Maybe,
Yeah.
but it definitely shows his commitment.
For sure. Well, what's interesting here is how the novel uses this whole grand gesture trope. In romance, we often see these huge
Yeah.
declarations of love, but
Totally.
Matched with the Doctor kind of asks,
Yeah.
do these gestures really work in real life? I mean, are they genuine expressions of love?
Right.
Or are they just these attempts to manipulate the other person's feelings? It's a question that kind of lingers throughout the story.
Yeah. And it's all happening
Yeah.
against this backdrop of this charming small town, Cedar Creek,
Right.
where everybody knows everybody else's business.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the whole town is practically invested in getting Ben and Colleen back together.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we have to talk about the meddling mothers,
Oh, of course.
Mary and Bianca.
Yeah.
Their matchmaking schemes are hilarious.
I mean, the meddling mother is such a classic in romance.
Yeah.
And it's often played for laughs.
sure.
But I think there's actually a deeper layer here. Mary and Bianca, they represent this generation where women were often defined by their roles as wives and mothers. Their matchmaking efforts, even if they're sometimes intrusive,
Right.
really come from this genuine desire
Yeah.
to see their children happy and settled.
It's like they're living vicariously
Yeah.
through their children's love lives.
Totally.
But their meddling
Yep.
creates some of the most hilarious situations
Oh, for sure.
in the book, like Sunday dinners with Ben strategically placed
Uh-huh.
next to Colleen,
I love that.
or the accidental run-ins orchestrated by Bianca.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's a wonder Ben and Colleen ever managed to have a conversation alone.
These scenes really highlight just the comedic potential of small town dynamics,
Yes.
where everyone is in everyone else's business,
Yeah.
but they also raise questions about boundaries.
Right.
That balance between supporting our loved ones
For sure.
and respecting their autonomy.
Absolutely. It's a delicate balance.
Yeah.
And the novel doesn't shy away from exploring those complexities.
No, not at all.
But amidst all the chaos,
Yeah.
Ben and Colleen's connection
Uh-huh.
starts to rekindle.
Right.
And it's not just their mother's meddling.
Mm.
There are these key turning points
Yeah.
that really stand out, like that accidental hug
Oh, yeah.
in the kitchen.
That scene is so well written.
But
It's
yeah.
this seemingly insignificant moment, but it's huge.
Right.
About their unresolved feelings, the way they're drawn to each other, despite all their past hurts, speaks to that power of unspoken attraction.
Totally.
How our bodies sometimes betray
Yeah, right.
true emotion.
Exactly. And then there's that orchestrated walk home
Oh,
that turns into this steamy doorstep kiss.
right?
You can practically feel the heat
Yeah.
radiating off the page.
What's interesting is how physical intimacy reawakens their connection, but it's clear that there's more to it than just physical attraction.
Totally.
Ben and Colleen have both matured. They grow as people, and that growth allows them to connect on this whole other level.
Absolutely.
We see it in their conversations, the way they open up to each other about their dreams, their fears, their regrets.
It's like they're rediscovering each other.
Totally.
Not just as high school sweethearts, but as the complex individuals they've become. And just when things are starting to heat up, enter the ex-fiancé, Ben's past comes back to haunt him.
Oh, no.
In the form of Lisa, this successful, sophisticated woman.
Oh, wow.
Who represents a totally different world.
Yeah.
From Cedar Creek.
Lisa's arrival brings in this whole other layer of conflict, right? She's everything that Colleen isn't: polished, ambitious, driven.
Yes, totally.
Her presence forces Ben to really confront what he truly values in a partner. Like, what matters more? Ambition and that fast-paced lifestyle? Or is it warmth, authenticity, and a deeper sense of connection?
The classic city girl versus small-town girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Trope, and it plays out beautifully here.
Yeah.
Lisa's kind of condescending attitude towards Colleen and her attempts to rekindle things with Ben.
Right.
Create this delicious tension that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
But I think Lisa's character is more than just like a stereotypical villain.
Oh, totally.
You know, she represents this different set of values, this whole different path that Ben could have taken. And her presence allows the novel to explore these broader themes of ambition, success, and the pressures that society puts on women.
Yeah.
Especially in high-powered careers.
It's like she's a mirror, reflecting back Ben's own internal conflict.
Right.
Does he want to go back to his old life? The life he thought he wanted?
Yeah.
Or does he embrace this new path, the path that leads him back to Colleen and those simpler joys of small-town life?
It's such a relatable question because at some point, we all face choices that force us to reevaluate our priorities, to question what really matters to us.
Yeah.
And in Matched with the Doctor, Ben's choice is really a choice between two versions of himself, two versions of his future.
And what a choice it is. The climax of the book comes with Ben's heartfelt proposal. He proposes to Colleen, ring hidden in the controlled substances safe at his clinic.
What?
With the whole town practically knowing.
Oh my God.
Before she does.
It's amazing.
It's such a classic small town moment.
So cute.
Full of heartwarming charm.
Yeah.
And just a little bit of over-the-top drama.
The proposal scene really is the perfect encapsulation of the novel's themes.
Totally.
It's romantic, it's funny, it's a little bit over the top, but it's ultimately the celebration of love, family, and the power of second chances.
For sure. And Colleen's acceptance, despite her initial hesitation and the drama with Lisa, is a testament to the power of love to overcome past hurts and insecurities.
Absolutely. It's this moment of growth for both characters, a recognition that love isn't about finding someone perfect. But about choosing to embrace someone. Flaws and building a future together.
Totally.
Yeah. And it's not just romantic love, you know, Matched with the Doctor, also explores like family relationships, especially within Colleen's large and kind of boisterous O'Malley clan.
The O'Malleys are practically a force of nature.
Right.
They're loud, they're loving, they're always meddling. But they add so much depth and humor to the story.
The novel really beautifully portrays those dynamics of a big family, you know? The teasing the loyalty and that kind of unspoken understanding. We see it in those Sunday dinners.
Oh, for sure.
The way they rally around each other when things get tough.
Totally.
And of course, Mary and Bianca's matchmaking.
Oh, of course. Those two are something else. Their meddling is a constant source of amusement. But it also raises questions about the role of family in our lives. Like, how much influence should our families have in our personal choices? Especially when it comes to love.
It's a question a lot of us can relate to. We want our family's approval and support.
Totally.
But we also want the freedom to make our own decisions.
The
novel navigates that tension with humor and sensitivity.
For sure.
Showing that even the most well-intentioned meddling can backfire sometimes.
Like that time Bianca tried to set Colleen up with the town butcher.
Oh, no.
totally ignoring that Colleen's vegetarian.
Oh, my gosh.
Or when Mary insisted on chaperoning one of their dates.
Oh, no.
And ended up embarrassing them both in front of half the town.
These scenes are laugh-out-loud funny.
The best.
But they also highlight how important communication and boundaries are within families. It's okay to love and support our families.
Yeah.
But we can also assert our independence.
Right.
And make choices that fit our own values and desires.
Absolutely. And I think Ben, as an only child, is really drawn to that O'Malley chaos. Like, he finds a sense of belonging in all that.
Right. That's a great point. You know, Ben's upbringing was way different from Colleen's.
Yeah.
He was raised in a much more reserved, less expressive household. And that O'Malley family, with their open affection and their gatherings, really gives him the sense of connection and community that he just craves.
Like, he's finally found a place where he can truly be himself.
Totally.
Without pretense or reservation. And that sense of belonging, of being accepted for who you are, is so essential for growth and happiness.
Speaking of growth, I think it's worth noting how much both Ben and Colleen have matured.
Oh, yeah, since high school.
Yeah, since their high school days.
Totally.
They're not the some people they were back then.
Right.
And their relationship shows that.
They've both experienced life outside of Cedar Creek. They've faced challenges, setbacks, and they've come out stronger.
For sure, they're more self-aware, more understanding of their own needs and desires.
Yeah, and that maturity lets them approach their relationship with more intention and depth.
Yeah, their conversations aren't just about attraction or old times. They go deeper, you know, sharing vulnerabilities, dreams, fears.
Like that conversation they have about Colleen's decision to leave Seattle. And come back to Cedar Creek.
Right.
It's like a turning point.
Yeah, it is.
In their relationship.
Totally.
Where they both acknowledge, like, the complexities of ambition and the sacrifices we make for our dreams.
It's such a relatable scene.
Yeah.
Many of us have faced choices like that.
Right.
Weighing big city opportunities. Against the comfort of home.
Absolutely.
It's a reminder that there's no right answer.
Yeah.
And the path we choose should be the one that fits our values.
Yeah. And it's in that conversation that Ben reveals his vulnerabilities, his fear of repeating his parents' mistakes, his desire for a different kind of life. It's both focused on family and community. It's a beautiful moment of shared vulnerability.
Totally, and it shows how important open communication is in any relationship. You know, it's through honest conversations that we can really understand each other's hopes and fears and build trust and intimacy.
And speaking of intimacy, let's talk about physical attraction. In their relationship, Matched with a Doctor doesn't shy away from those sensual aspects.
The novel handles physical intimacy with a good balance of sensuality and respect. It acknowledges that power of attraction.
For sure.
But it also shows it's not the only thing in a relationship.
Like that steamy doorstep kiss.
Oh, yeah.
It's electric. It's charged. With all these years of desire. But it's also tender and vulnerable.
It's a great example of how physical intimacy can be an expression of something deeper. It's not just lust or fleeting passion. It's about two people reconnecting, rediscovering that spark and building it into something stronger.
So much stronger.
Yeah.
And that connection is tested even more when Lisa shows up.
Right. Ben's ex-fiancée.
Right.
She's such a fascinating character, this successful lawyer who represents everything Ben thought he wanted before he came back to Cedar Creek.
She's like this blast of cold air from his past.
Yeah, totally.
A reminder of the life he could have had if he hadn't chosen to come back.
Right. And she makes him confront some hard truths about himself and what he really wants in a partner.
It's the classic love triangle.
Yeah, it is.
But it's so nuanced.
Right. Lisa's not a villain.
No, not at all.
She's just a woman who's made different choices, prioritized different things. And her interactions with Ben and Colleen really highlight how complicated love and ambition can be.
Right.
And the compromises we make.
For sure.
For happiness.
Her presence makes Colleen face her own insecurities, too. You know, that fear of not being enough.
Right.
Of not being able to compete with Lisa's sophistication.
Yeah, I get that.
And worldly experience.
It's a struggle a lot of us have.
Yeah.
Especially in a world that values appearances and achievements.
Yeah.
Over inner qualities like kindness, compassion, authenticity.
And through that struggle, Colleen finds her strength.
Yeah.
And self-worth. She realizes she doesn't have to change to win Ben over.
Right.
She just has to be herself.
Yeah.
Embrace her own qualities.
Right. Her warmth, her humor.
Yeah.
Her connection to her family and her community.
Exactly. And it's that authenticity that draws Ben to her.
Totally.
That makes her different from everyone else he's known.
It's not a competition.
Right.
Their relationship. It's a journey.
Totally.
About figuring each other out.
Right.
Recognizing that true love isn't about someone completing you.
Yeah.
But about someone who compliments you. Absolutely. Challenges you to grow. Yeah. Celebrates your strengths.
Yes.
Accepts your flaws.
And in that acceptance, they both find true happiness.
Yeah.
A happiness that's deeper than anything superficial.
Right. A happiness that embraces the messy, complicated beauty of real love. Their journey reminds us that love isn't always a straight line.
Yeah.
It's a winding road.
Yeah.
With detours, obstacles, unexpected turns.
Yeah.
But it's navigating those turns, facing those challenges together.
Yeah.
That shows us how strong our love really is.
And that journey ends with like one of the most heartwarming and hilarious proposals ever.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, who hides a ring into controlled substances safe?
So bad.
Right. Practical, a little quirky.
Totally.
Completely unexpected. And the fact that the whole town knows before Colleen.
Oh, my gosh.
It's just perfect.
Yeah.
You know?
It really
is. That small town spirit where everyone's invested in each other's happiness.
It's heartwarming. Even if it's little over the top. Yeah. But Colleen's reaction. Yeah. That's what gets me. You can feel her hesitation just melt away as she realizes this is it. Yeah. This is the love she's been looking for. It's beautiful. Totally. It's like surrendering. Yeah. Letting go of the past. Right. And embracing a future full of love.
It speaks to how powerful love can be, the way it can heal us.
Right.
And make us take a leap of faith.
And that leap of faith pays off.
Yeah.
You know, we see them at the altar surrounded by everyone. It's a genuine celebration of their love.
I love that.
But it's the epilogue that really gets me.
Really?
We get this glimpse into their future. This happily ever after that feels real.
Right. The epilogue is perfect.
Yeah.
It reminds us that love stories don't stop at I do.
Totally.
They keep going, you know, evolving, deepening with time.
And it's in those everyday moments.
Yeah.
The laughter, the support.
That real love comes through.
Exactly. So what does Matched with the Doctor teach us about love and second chances?
I think it reminds us that love is a journey, not a destination.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the unexpected, being open to possibilities, having the courage to take a chance, even when it's scary.
It also shows how important family and community are.
Totally.
How they shape us, support us, and celebrate with us.
For sure. And sometimes the base love stories are the ones we least expect, with people we least expect.
Right, reminding us it's never too late for a second chance at happiness.
Matched with the Doctor is this great mix of humor, heart, and small-town charm. It's a story that stays with you, leaving you feeling warm and fuzzy.
It is.
And believing in love again.
It's a must-read for anyone who believes in second chances.
Totally.
Who loves a good laugh.
Yeah.
And who appreciates a love story as sweet as Mary O'Malley's pie.
Okay, now we want to hear from you. What was your favorite moment? Were you rooting for Ben and Colleen? What did you think about those meddling mothers and all the small-town drama? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing from you. And if you like this deep dive, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time. Happy reading.